All right, we're just gonna go live here. I have to. It's kind of a last minute thing. I wasn't going to stream this today, and then I changed my mind last minute because I realized all I was doing was sitting there waiting for it to begin, and I was just gonna sit there and watch it anyways. So I'm just gonna sit there and watch it anyways, and really not be able to get more work done like I want to do because I'm too busy watching the Treehouse live. Then why not watch it with you guys? It just makes too much sense. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch it together. Link, hold on, buddy. I am readjusting some things over here. Make sure everything works. Let me check my show thing here. Okay, the camera's a little off. Hey, Link, can you move, bud? So again, this is literally like a last minute thing I decided to do. So I don't have things set up right. Your main camera. Let's adjust this a bit. Why isn't that moving? That makes no sense. Why can't I move that? Let me unfull screen this maybe. That's weird. Well, can I at least adjust the text? Properties. Let's see here. Here, I'll bring up the stream here so it's good to go for you guys. We'll unmute it. Give me a second. I'm gonna go change that text on opening night live there. All right. So we got that changed. Is it going to let me at least... No. Is it at least going to let me move that? Okay, yes, I can move that. So why can't I move the camera? That makes no sense. No. If I can't move the camera, I can't move the camera. It is what it is. I'll just move my chair. All right. Oh, I need my phone. Just realized I can't read chat without my phone. Hold on. All right, Link, go lay down, bud. Go lay down. All right. I'm just bringing up chat over here on my phone. I have no idea how long this Treehouse Live is going to be for. All right. Ugh. All right, how you guys doing? my little last minute decision to live stream the Treehouse. You know, that always goes well for me. All right, so we got Brian C here, Crazy's Call, Christopher Colazzo is here, Paul Gale Network. Let's see, we got JP is here, Sam West is here as well. Yeah, so I wasn't going to stream this, but I honestly was sitting there. I had the Treehouse full screened on my streaming computer. And I sat there and I'm like, all I'm going to do for like the next hour and a half is sit here and stare at Treehouse Live anyways. How am I going to make any content while I'm just staring at Treehouse Live? So why don't I just go live and live react to Treehouse Live? Like what's the difference at that point, right? Like I know that live streams hurt my viewership of other videos, and live streams usually shrink my channel. I lose subscribers during live streams. But you know what? Whatever. I got a community. And there's going to I kind of figured at least, 15, 20 people that would really prefer to watch the Treehouse with me. So if we get more than that, cool. Because, hey, if I was going to do this for real, I would have been live like an hour ago. But here we go. Treehouse Live. The best laid plans are the ones that you make up along the way.
Hey everybody, welcome to a very special edition of Nintendo Treehouse Live for Splatoon 3. I am Demetrius, and I'm here joined by Taryn and our own Treehouse Squid Research Labber.
Dutch. Dr. Dutch.
Hey,
I won't not say. I won't not say it. I'm sorry.
Look at him, he's even like, hey. All right, so what do we have for you today? Well, we got some really cool stuff. We wanted to show you today was a little bit of what Splatoon 3 is about, including the actual single-player story. So we're gonna start off with a single-player deep dive.
Here we go.
Kind of show you come back and show you some new weapons, stages, and strategies. For those who have never actually heard of Splatoon 3 before, it's a team-based action game, well, multiplayer game, with also single-player story mode, which you're seeing today. So what you're seeing right in front of you, actually, is the world.
It looks crisp.
Ooh, I'm sorry. We were supposed to
man, it always bothers me that the hair's clipping through the weapon. It's like, hey, we got all that floppy hair and it's just clipping through things. I don't know why that always bothers me, but it does.
All right, so I am in control of Agent 3, and I have a weapon that can use ink. So for those who have never seen Splatoon before,
and you see they have white ink.
Splatoon 3 and other games in the series,
the jokes are going to be real with that.
And refill and do many other great things with it. It's really, really great. So we call this right here swim form, and this is kit form. And you can use the kit form to ink many different things, which is going to come in very, very handy.
Man, this world looks crisp.
One other thing to note is you really don't need experience to play single player. So if you're worried about, hey, this is Splatoon 3, do I have to worry about, playing the other two games? You don't have to. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. This game has a great story, though, and it'll have the same kind of feel between those who have played Splatoon 2 before, or even the Octo expansion, which was the NSO expansion pack you can get right now. All right, so one thing I want to point out for this story is you see right here, this is Fuzzy Ooze. You actually want to be careful.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
You did that on purpose, right?
I did it on purpose.
I was like, whoa.
So Fuzzy Ooze, bad.
Something's going on here. Yeah. Something's not right.
So there's a big mystery going on with the Fuzzy Ooze. We want to kind of see what's going on with Alterna. How is this happening? We really want to really find out. Okay, so with that in mind,
Ooze.
There are some other additional things we'll kind of go over as we play through these stages, such as the little hidden secrets, this little guy here called Small Fry, and some other little things. But first, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pass this controller over to Taryn.
To me. Thank you.
And we're going to actually go to a stage called Twirling, Swirling, and Whirling. And just allow us to get
twirling, swirling, and whirling.
Here we go.
And to be clear, you're playing as Agent 3, but this is not the Agent 3 you know. This is a new Agent 3.
They should have had the deep from the boys on this. Oh my! No, look, I love the boys.
This is a new one. Just
spoilers.
Spoilers.
No, there's no spoilers. I'm just.
That is so not friendly to Nintendo's image.
Okay, so what you'll see right here is actually has
he does love squids.
We're going to start with the hero gear to begin with.
Yeah, so you have recommendations too. You can see it says try this. So again, we're going to do this mostly because I love Small Fry and I want to show you.
It's Fuzzy Malice, kind of. It does remind me of Malice, yeah.
On the screen, like on the top right, it shows you how many tries you have. So I have just
That's an opportune time.
That should be fine. I'm new to Splatoon, but I should be able to handle it. I've got
they do have a sponsored video coming up here in the next.
This is a great entry point as well.
2 weeks
in particular, so this is perfect for you.
Yeah. So if I didn't want to jump into multiplayer right away, I can do story mode first, and it's a great place to practice, or just play with Small Fry. I also like that. So I'm showing off here what you can do with it. You can throw it. Don't feel bad. It can handle itself. And then you can call it back with the this way, which is a function that you have in multiplayer as well, right, Dutch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so you got 3
there's like a little
on the board.
Flying around the map.
And here you want to kind of, like it says, to navigate to the rotating area. Oh, look at that perfect throw.
Nice.
You sound so surprised, and I'm a little offended.
Not at all.
Okay, but look at this trick. Look at this. Look, wait.
Exposed.
Wait.
By the way, anyone have this new flavor of Coke yet?
That was a
Dream
trick
World.
Just for you guys.
I didn't even know
it's
what
like blue raspberry.
That's the pacifist approach right there.
Well, just allow themselves to destroy themselves. So you saw that I threw Small Fry in the beginning. I'm going to throw it again. but for a different purpose this time, because this is an armored enemy, and I'm scared of it, and it can definitely splat
Oh,
me.
it's
So I'm using
distracting.
small fry to
Okay.
distract it, and
So
then I
small
turn
fry
around and
distracted
splat
the
from
enemy.
behind.
That's
Also,
neat.
like a rat, I just let stuff fall off the edges, get splatted and distracted. That's how I play, I guess.
One thing you'll note too is that Taryn is swimming in her own ink. If there's enemy ink, which is purple, it's not too good for you.
Oh
no!
my gosh! We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. I have 3 tries.
You're good. You're good.
I'm playing with motion controls right now. You can turn that off or just change the sensitivity. But there is an advantage to using them, so by all means, play however you prefer
Absolutely.
to play.
Yeah, once I got the hang of motion controls, I can't go back. I love them.
Can't go back.
Agreed. Same for me. It took a little bit, but I really like them.
So you see that small fry actually does damage as well, so you can use it to distract, and then like with the first enemy, you just throw it right in their face, and they will take care, well, it will take care of business.
That person right up there has got
I got
your
strats. I got strats for you guys today.
Are you going to shoot from the... Oh.
I have learned that you can shoot from here and take out some of these little extras.
Oh, look at you go. That is awesome.
Okay, well, I was hoping to get a sniper, but I got a little too greedy. So now we're gonna have to deal with both snipers.
You
so
got
what
too
I picked up
greedy?
was the Trizuka. You get
No, you just
canned
missed the
specials.
shot. That's all.
You'll learn a little bit more about specials in the next segment, but you get them that way in story mode, and usually they're like perfectly situated for whatever you have to do. So exactly that. Like if you're looking at Octo snipers in the face and they're just ready to splat you. That Trizuka was perfect for countering it.
And it's actually
and
the same specials that you'd find in the multiplayer mode as well. So it's a good chance to kind of get familiar with them and maybe practice a little bit.
Yes. Get them. I heard the word practice and I nod and agree. Practicing is good. I could use more of it, but it's super fun. Like, even if you get splatted or fall off spontaneously for literally no apparent reason, it's still a good time.
Dude, I'm always
and
falling.
I love that about Splatoon. It just keeps this like tone of like chaos and fun and like doing it your own way. And like I'm all about that.
I laughed as much as these Treehouse
Even
people
if I
during
fall off the
gaming.
edge.
I go insane, dude.
Okay, so
Isn't
not
it
the
funny
edge. I've
how
also
like
been known to fall off. No!
I'm sorry.
I mean, that was a little
Because
funny.
I said it.
But
manifested
I manifested it. I'm not gonna jump for that now. I'm afraid.
One more time. One more time. You got this.
Take our time.
One thing that's good too is that the items up there respawn in.
Yes.
What you're going to be picking up is some armor, which helps.
Oh yes, thank you for mentioning that, Demetrius. Yeah, you pick up armor.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Good example of the armor.
Thank you. Yeah, if I didn't have that armor, I'd probably be in trouble. Please no. Please no.
You got
All
this.
right.
You got this. Just stay there for a second. Let yourself recharge. You got it.
Yeah, so there's like a whole stealth mode, like, and you do this in multiplayer too. If you move super fast,
They do
people
laugh
see
a
you
lot.
under the ink, and if
like,
you move slower, they can't see you. So just like in story mode, if you get good at being sneaky,
I don't know. I couldn't laugh that much
your
while
chances of
gaming.
success increase.
I can laugh that much during like
I
a
must say.
comedy or something.
Okay, guys, guys, yeah. Oh, I've got another ready. Ready?
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Mission complete.
And we're done with that mission. We did it. It only took
Mission
2
complete.
unnecessary
First time
falls.
clear bonus. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. That looked great.
Oh, that's right. And there's a timing mechanic. I'll hand this back to you, Demetrius.
Is that other guy ever gonna talk?
Replayability with these missions. You can choose different weapons, like we
Literally,
showed
is the guy
earlier,
down below
so you
gonna
can
say
challenge
anything?
yourself
Like, why
with
is he
maybe
on screen
weapons
right
that
now?
aren't so well suited.
He has
And then
not
you
said
can
a
also
word
time
this entire
yourself.
time.
So I'm sure my time for that one was probably not amazing. So I could go back in and like play it over and over again and try
He
to
has
get
said
a better
nothing.
time, and just get
I
better.
feel bad for him.
It's always
That's a great replayability.
I want that job.
Okay.
I just want to sit there in a trench
All right,
coat
Demetrius,
and say
that's
nothing
the
and get
call
paid.
At least twice.
Seriously, Nintendo, you can hire me for that job. I'm available.
We should also say that a lot
Oh,
of the lore
he's
actually
talking.
plays out through these single-player
does.
missions.
Yes.
You find, maybe hidden objects here or there.
It's like I called him out and now he
Kind
speaks.
of clues into the world that we're in and the events.
Yeah, the
See, that's what happens. I
you can
called them
find
out.
while you're playing outside of the stages, and they provide a lot of background on lore. The lore is really cool, and this whole series has really cool lore.
If I just learned the trench coat, I wonder if that means he worked
Stamp-O-Matic.
directly on the game.
I am going to be using one of the new weapons, the Splatana Stamper with Curling Bomb.
See it, Demetrius.
The Splatana Stamper
Chad.
or Splatana class of weapons are brand
Probably.
new. They
My name's
have,
Chad.
like a swipe when I just use the attack button, and if you hold down the
He's
button,
their
you can charge
Eric,
up
the
with a
silent but
charge
cool one.
slash. Now, the Stamper
Thanks.
itself,
Thanks, guys.
outside of having that really cool sound, it's more the heavier style of Splatana class. So you're going to see like the amount of
You guys catch
ink
a podcast
I'm
last
slinging
night?
from,
It's
like,
pretty
an
good.
blade
It's pretty
is gonna
good.
be a bit more. So really great. One thing to note is you kind of have like long range, right? And then you have the short range. If I'm up close and I hit someone with this, it's going to be pretty much a guaranteed splat.
I've never noticed it, but did you see Small Fry was in the corner just like looking at you with these big eyes? Like, why aren't you taking me with you?
Oh, I missed that. Aww.
It's just a little sad. It's all right.
Also note that when I'm picking up our power eggs, and these can be used to unlock certain things.
Hey, you'll need them to progress in the story mode.
Oh, see, this is a perfect example. This guy has a shield, which is going to be hard, but if I charge it up,
Yes.
nice.
How satisfying was that on a scale of 1 to 10?
great. 10. 10 out of 10. Oh, gotcha.
That one was surprised. You didn't give that one a fair chance to fight back, I don't think.
I love how I can just use this to like hit 2 people at once. It's so cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what people are going to do with this one in multiplayer because it's kind of a combination. You know, you have that longer range, a little bit weaker one, and then you have the kind of one-hit splat charge one that you can do from short range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think people are going to have a lot of fun. I mean, all weapons have different styles and stuff, but this one for me, I really like the
You gonna play the Splatonas?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Oh no, the squeegee!
Oh, no!
You can't be mad at it though. Look, it's so cute.
I was trying to be a little fancy there. I'm just going to go across this time. Come on. There we go.
Well done. All right, remember, you have to fall off at least twice.
No, I don't want to.
That's the deal. There it is.
This next part right here is a little tough because there's this guy on top, and I have to kind of knock all these down without him getting to me.
So tough.
There
That
we
was
go.
so tough.
I think I got the guy behind him, too.
Maybe for brand new players that would be tough. I don't know. That didn't look hard to
I
me.
feel like you've already mastered
I mean, it's
the
single
Splatana.
player.
We should all be
They already
really
said single
afraid.
player is like a tutorial, which is what it's sort
This
of
is
been in
really
every
fun.
game. However, the final boss fights have always been epic. So
There we go.
usually there's a huge payoff at the end of single player with a
Now
really
your
sweet
favorite
boss
part.
fight. That
is
just
it?
makes people want like
This is the part.
a full-on Splatoon
Those who are wondering why they're
RPG
teasing me. It's
because
this part,
the boss
yeah,
fights are
I
so
like
epic. But what are you
I'll
gonna
let
do?
them come
Oh
to
my
me. Where are
gosh.
you? Where are you?
All right. A little more
There's, like,
difficulty there
3 of them,
because it's
right?
like
So these
Yeah.
are Octolings. They're a different type of enemy that function like a little bit more like a player might.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could
as I say, these are a little
So,
bit
of
more
course,
difficult
they're a
enemies,
little
at
bit more
least.
difficult, but not difficult for Demetrius. All right.
I hope the camera was on me. I had such gamer face right there. I was
You
like,
did. Well, you were supposed to get splatted at least. It's just gonna be me.
not gonna happen. No, I made it.
Splatana with the Squid Ninja
249,
outfit
I'll
and the
take it.
Ninja Squid power up. That's the way to
That
go.
was pretty good.
Ninja!
All right.
You are not stressed. Don't even give
You're
me.
up.
You're
Makes
so
me
good at
makes me
that.
want to do the old Ninja Turtles
Yeah, we
movie,
passed this
Ninja
over.
Vanish.
That's
We
great.
saved the hardest
Friends?
one for Dutch. He's in the lab coat,
All right.
so he's obligated.
This is the fun part. So the next one that we have coming up is called One Way Ride Through Target Town. And we're going to have Dutch use the tri-stringer. It's good.
Yeah,
Is that the bow?
Yeah, he has
Right.
other options, which you'll see, and those are a little bit easier. But no, we don't let Dutch do the easy ones.
Yeah, I'm both excited and nervous to try this one out. This is a brand new weapon class in Splatoon 3,
Yep, the bow.
and let's just take a look at it here.
This-
So you can see it's kind of like a bow, basically. And so the way it works is if I tap the attack button, then you can see it shoots 3 little projectiles like that. If I hold it down and charge it up, you can see they stick to whatever surface they hit, and you get kind of a secondary little explosion that'll do a little bit of damage. And then if I charge it up even more, then you get kind of a tight grouping that goes a little bit farther, and you still get that that second little pop.
It's hard to survive if you get hit with all three right directly.
Yeah.
It's really good.
There's a vertical shot too, is there not?
Yeah,
Sort of
exactly.
like your roller.
Yeah, it's kind of like a roller where, for those of you who have played Splatoon games before, so if I jump and shoot, then I get a vertical shot. So if I
get a vertical shot, not a jump shoot. Oh, nice.
You can see the shots line up vertically.
Okay.
This feels like
That's
a
neat.
skilled player's weapon.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
thinking
intimidated.
it's kind of like it's got good range, it's got good coverage, it's got good damage. I think it'll be really interesting to see what people do with this one as well.
Yeah, this is another really fun weapon to use for sure.
All right, let's see it, Dutch.
Can
No
you tell
more,
I'm
no more
putting this off a
delays.
little bit? All right.
One thing to note as Dutch goes through too, for people watching at home, you actually don't have to finish all the stages to get through story mode, but there are a lot of fun things to play.
Yeah, this one's challenging, but that's a good thing. And you don't have to do it if you don't.
Yeah, this is a really fun, challenging one.
All right, so I just broke those targets, and that activated the ride rail down here. And the thing about the ride rail is it's, like the title says, it's a one-way ticket. So I'm going to be riding this thing. There's no turning back. And if I don't break all the targets on a given section, then I'm going to run out of track.
No
I'm going to fall
pressure.
in. So let's do it.
At least 2 falls, remember.
Well, he's got a lot of opportunity here, but we're giving Dutch 3 chances.
What
Yeah, get
That's
3
5 up there.
tries.
Nah, but we're
literally
giving
2
you
falls.
3. You're wearing that coat for a reason, Dutch.
I have faith in Dr. Dutch.
One thing to note too, and I apologize if Dutch didn't point this out, but as you turn into swim form, you do actually recharge your ink. Just a note. This music's so good.
It is good. Well, and the visuals are so nice. Like, this stage in particular is so chaotic that, like, you don't really get a chance to look. Oh, no, you got it! Oh, my God! Oh, it's so good, though.
He actually got it, too.
Oh.
Damn.
Just as I was talking, I'm sorry, I
He
distracted
had it
you.
too. That was an amazing shot.
I'm cool with this kind of level, a little on-rails action.
But the visuals are so nice. Like, if you get a chance to look up, it's like an inverted cityscape.
I would, but I'm busy right
I
now.
know, I'm so sorry. I'm not asking you to.
Continue with your research. All right.
All right, here's a good spot. Look up at that.
Yeah, that looks.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. It's okay, Dutch.
That explosion.
Don't forget you got your.
You're just getting
Looks like you got
quiet 'cause
some
there's
bombs you can throw too.
nervous.
Stress is
Okay.
real.
All right, he's got this.
All right, there I'm going to use that kind of secondary
There you go.
explosion.
There we go.
Nice.
Get those.
You have to be
Make life a
careful
little
jumping
easier.
between the rails too.
Yeah.
Yes, we've learned that.
All right,
Right.
perfect.
There we go.
One thing you're seeing Dutch do right now is he's actually aiming for those power eggs because it's kind of a good hint or a tip of where you want to shoot with this weapon. Like right in the middle.
Makes us got that explosive effect.
Things are
Oh
looking
my
good right
gosh,
now.
Dutch.
You got this. This
got the
next
big
upcoming
tower
part, this upcoming part right here is pretty difficult. As you can see, there's a lot. So Dutch is going to want to try to slow it down and
I'm just going
take out as
to try
many.
Oh,
he got it.
did it! Oh my gosh, she's gonna do it.
Well
no pressure,
done,
no
Dutch.
pressure. Everything
Wow,
is
you
fine.
got lucky there.
Okay, don't forget to go through. There you go.
Yeah, I've definitely hit those grates before. Like, landed a perfect shot and then just get bopped off because of a grate. It doesn't feel
This
good.
one's a little tricky too because you can see it on different sides. You have to charge pretty fast.
Oh my
Well done,
gosh.
Dutch.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna do it in 2 tries, ladies and gentlemen.
No!
Oh, you got it. No.
Did you get it?
I didn't get it.
No.
No.
Okay,
You
but that
didn't
was
get
3
it.
falls, so now
This is
you
the
can
one.
get it, Dutch.
All right.
And then you do it
I'm
the live. Well,
You got
glad you have half the
100%.
time after that Twitter.
But you
This
got
is
this.
honestly-
So here's what
You got it,
happened,
you got it.
Charles. Here's
I've
what
seen Dutch
happened.
do this several times successfully.
I was
so
working
you
on
got
a
it.
video.
Even if he doesn't do it this time, know that he can.
I haven't
It's
recorded it yet,
extremely
but I was
impressive.
researching a video.
This is the one.
And all of a
fun,
sudden,
I
I
wanna be
found
like, I
myself
get
after
that
I made those tweets,
Dude, I know.
sitting there
I haven't been
watching
able to beat it
the
yet.
Treehouse
Did you
live.
beat
Like,
it
I was
on the
sitting
Tri
there.
Sugar yet?
I have.
It was up on
you
my
did it?
screen,
Took
and I
some
kept
time,
looking
so
at
it
it,
was
and I kept
fun,
looking
though,
at it,
trying
and I
it out.
realized I know I want to make a video,
you got
but
it.
I know that I'm going to sit here and watch the Treehouse live
Okay,
instead
now
of
we
making the
got
video.
music in, all
So
right.
why not just live stream it if I'm just going to sit there and watch it anyways, right?
Those two right there.
Like, it's
make
one
me
of
the
those,
most
at that
nervous.
point,
I
Yeah.
mess up on
at
those
that
too.
point, you might as well
Yeah,
just.
because you kind of have to lead your
Just
shot.
stream
right?
it, right?
You have to kind of think in advance.
What are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna do?
shoot, and then they'll explode.
kind
and
of
I'm
a-
okay.
I love these stages, though, for getting a feel
No. Would I like to be making my video? Yes. But am I going to be making my video? No.
Just jump off. Let's have you try one more time. Just jump off one more time. Like we restart. Can you jump off? There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do one more. Let's try
You're
one more
giving him
time.
a fourth?
I am.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a good friend like that. I got your back, Dutch.
How about if he fails this fourth one?
Well, then we have to move.
Then the people are gonna have to see it for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The
You got
tension
this.
is palpable.
You got this.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I love these single player missions to kind of get a feel for each weapon, kind of see how they get some ideas for how you might use it in multiplayer.
And this isn't the only rail grinding mission, but it's one of the more challenging ones.
Yeah,
so don't worry.
It's a difficult one, but also know that
When it's fun, it's fun.
You'll
Yeah.
have a solid grasp.
Whoa!
I love those rings every time. It feels like a reward getting to jump through them. It looks so delicious. You get hungry.
Okay, we got it. All right. See, we're good.
Yeah,
We're
my
good.
video's still gonna come later, but
Don't jinx it. I think I jinxed it last time.
No, not at all.
is he gonna get all these?
I'm just gonna
Okay.
get these with the charge shot. I'm not gonna mess around here.
Oh, that's it.
No.
We know it didn't count. Oh,
Wouldn't that be the time to use the vertical
arrow
shot?
miss
That should be
Well,
the
I
vertical
think that's
shot.
good
Why
enough
isn't
for
he
me.
using the vertical
Let
shot?
people try this one on
He's
their
doing
own.
it wrong.
Thanks for trying.
He
that,
just
Dutch.
showed
was
that you
awesome.
can do a
That was-
vertical
that was
shot,
good.
so why wouldn't you do that?
Okay.
then?
For us.
Okay. So that's for us is going to be it for this part.
Well, I'm gonna
just
have to
note
beat that one with the
that
tri
we
shooter.
actually will be coming back with
What's up,
some,
Seahawks? How you
kind
doing?
of a strategy segment on what you can do.
Is this gonna be a
in
short
the game
treehouse?
itself. So stick around. We'll be right back. And as always, though, thanks for watching.
That's it for the single player segment? Really? That's it? Okay. Let's fade them out a little here. That was a short segment. Work while reacting is genius. Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is with live streams is, well, I'm a full-time YouTuber now, so like it's part of the gig that I do. Also being a full-time YouTuber is scary because it means I don't have any other revenue streams. So when I live stream, I don't make ad revenue off my streams basically ever. I looked at the ad revenue for my live streams in the last year, and it's something like 75 cents. And you guys know how many live streams I have.
Enter the Splatlands Invitational 2022.
So,
This event will take place
yeah,
September
all the revenue made off live streams, then that means it comes from community support. People who call me members or people super chatting.
Head to Seattle.
So when I don't get super chats or memberships, the live streams just kind of end up being this, thing that just
Nintendo versus Twitter account for updates.
some would argue is a waste of time. I think the community aspect's important, but it was easy to not care that streams didn't make money when I wasn't doing it for a living. But now I sort of have to care. But I was going to sit here and watch this thing anyways, so. Yeah, 75 cents. Yeah, ad revenue on streams is garbage.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a very special edition of Nintendo Treehouse Live featuring Splatoon 3. Big one.
So is it really work when I'm not making money?
All right, and I'm here with
I probably
Taryn
wouldn't consider
and
this
our
work.
very own
This is just fun.
Treehouse Squid Lab researcher, Dutch.
Mr. Dutch.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we actually wanted to show off some of our multiplayer stuff. Now, before we start, I just wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping to just let everybody know that this is a special build that we're playing on. We're actually not going to get right into multiplayer, but we did want to show you some elements to focus on that because there's a lot of really great stuff.
So
And
we're gonna give you
again,
tips
just to
and
let everybody
strategies,
know,
but we're
this
not gonna
game's
play
coming out
multiplayer.
on,
I'm so
September
confused.
9th, so just a
I'm
little
so confused.
thing to keep in mind. All right, now.
I'm so confused.
So Splatoon 3.
Nah,
let's
we don't
see
get
what
any
we
views
got
on Twitch.
First. I think we're gonna
Our
show
Twitch-
off
our
the
Twitch is garbage.
Splash-O-Matic. So Dutch,
Yeah, let's
what
see.
is the Splash-O-Matic?
So the Splash-O-Matic is in the shooter class of weapons, which is kind of like the bread and butter of the Splatoon series. It's like your well-rounded, versatile weapon. You can see it's just got your classic rapid fire.
Now, I do have a live
It's got
stream
decent
channel I'm trying to
range.
grow on YouTube.
You're pretty much going to be able to do it all with this weapon. And we should also mention
So there
that
is a live
weapons
stream
come
channel.
in
I haven't
sets
really.
in
I mean, the
Splatoon,
channel
so
exists. You can go
kinda see
subscribe to it,
in
but
the
I haven't
upper
really
right-hand
gotten it
corner,
going yet.
I have a sub weapon as well. In this case, that's the burst bombs. It looks like this. And throw that against the wall there, so you can see it just
Yeet.
kind of explodes on impact.
Which is great.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite sub.
It's really useful.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like the autos because they just find, I guess we'll see that soon. No spoilers, but they find your enemy so you don't have to.
And the most exciting thing about this set for me is the
what?
crab tank. We can see that's my special weapon in that upper right-hand corner is kind of shimmering there, so that means it's ready to go.
So
let's take a
basically,
look.
you're giving me a bunch of tips and tricks for
Here it is.
multiplayer, but you're not actually playing multiplayer.
So good.
So your tips and tricks are completely irrelevant.
It's so dangerous.
Love
And-
that one. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and clean up
Let's see,
here
just the
so I can
camera
get that
shot.
again. Because the crab tank actually has two different attacks. So that was the first one that's kind of like a rapid fire machine gun that really has very good range as well. And then there's another attack. It's kind of like this big shell that has an area of effect here.
Great area effect. I really like using that one a lot. One thing to note too, to point out for those watching at home, is we're actually in the new multiplayer lobby. This is the test range side of things. So if you're wondering, like, whoa, what is
Your streaming's how you
brand
subscribe.
new-
It goes in
Don't
true
remember
to channel. That's nice,
feature to
Harry.
Splatoon 3.
You're,
It's
you're one of
really
the few
cool.
people that
It
have
allows
found my
you to,
channel because of
well,
streams.
Test your weapons in the
I mean,
range.
people during
Yeah, it's
E3
actually fun,
Extravaganza
and
found
it
my
is a big
channel
change
too.
from Splatoon 2, where now the lobby is like a physical space. where
But
you
it's
can
pretty
see,
rare that people find me through live streams.
practicing
YouTube
while you're
doesn't
waiting for
share my
match, or,
streams.
I
I
think
mean,
it's
they
on
don't
the
share my
direct
content much in
that
general, but
you'll see kind of
they rarely share my streams. I rarely reach a new audience.
It's kind of a cool new.
The
hub
podcast
for
did last night,
the
but I think that's
multiplayer battle.
because
Let's take a
Lynn's
look around.
shared
See this space here.
the podcast with her fans.
Actually, we
had a lot
haven't
of new
showed
faces
off
in the
the
chat
Squid
during our
Surge roll,
podcast
which is
last
something
night,
we
but-
might want to do.
Yeah.
and we gained like 10
And that
subscribers.
is
But that was,
a
again,
fun new addition to Splatoon
because our
3
guests
as well.
brought in their fans,
to
and
show
their
that
fans
off,
enjoyed the
let's
show.
see. So the squid roll, typically, you know, if you're going in one direction, you get kind of you have to slow down and kind of stop your momentum to get going in the other direction.
I try to do
But
the
with
best I
this
can.
new
I don't know.
mechanic here, you can turn on a dime and go in the opposite direction. So imagine maybe
So we're not really learning anything
from
from this treehouse that we didn't already know.
Change direction really quickly, and it actually gives you a few frames of protection while you're doing that move.
All right, let's see this in action.
All right, yeah. So here's another toy that we've got in the lobby over here, which is the copy machine. So I'm going to go ahead and wake it up here. It's kind of vaguely threatening. So the copy machine here does it copies what I'm doing. So if I shoot, it shoots. It throws bombs when I throw bombs. And it tries to deflect blame on its teammates. If I try to deflect blame onto my teammates, it does everything that I do.
Dutch, when have
Hey,
you ever had to
Vicarious!
deflect
Thank you so
blame?
much for becoming a champion!
Match.
The latest member.
All right, so I'm going to try to show
Of the
off
board of
this,
directors
new
in Nintendo
squid
Prime.
roll
I
move that
appreciate
gives
the
you
support,
that,
buddy. Thank you
that
so much.
couple frames of protection here. So if I'm rolling wrong, I
Yeah,
see a
our
bomb.
membership numbers are way down because I
Oh,
haven't been
well
streaming that
done.
much.
That is
Normally, that would be enough
not
to
easy.
splash
I do
there.
appreciate it.
That
We will be
one.
live
They
streaming
kinda-
tonight,
they
by the
kinda
way.
give
We'll
that,
have our
like, little,
regular
like, shimmery kinda sound that
Thursday
lets you know that you-
chit-chat stream
let me
tonight.
try one
So
more.
look forward to that.
So
We
then
will be
since
doing that tonight.
Ooh, look at you show off now.
I know.
So maybe we should move on to the next topic here.
Oh,
you
actually,
didn't
yeah,
show
let's-
off,
Treehouse
Squid
for
Surge.
beginners.
Yeah, Squid Surge. So that's another new mechanic
Yeah.
for Splatoon 3, and that's
Like,
gonna
none of
get
this is
walls.
like
So if I
teaching
get
me
onto this
tips
wall
for
and I charge
multiplayer.
it up,
Remember, this is
it's
supposed to
gonna
be a
shoot me up,
multiplayer
give me a
tip
little boost
session,
up there
and
so
it's
I can kinda
I'm
get
not
the
seeing
drop
any
on
tips.
people. So that's useful if you're maybe you've got somebody camping out up here.
Oh my
come up
gosh,
here,
there's your tip.
do a little squid
Oh
surge.
man, it's useful to
come
fire
down
up in the
from
air if
above.
someone's camping
You're
out.
so accurate.
Yeah,
I
like
always
you
miss
need
that. I tried practicing
I gotta get
that
used
a
to the
couple
motion
times. I
controls
really
again.
love the move.
It's and that's the worst when you're like set up the move
Champion,
perfectly,
let's go.
and then you get to the up to the top there and you're like, oh, missed it.
That's just gonna be
Fun
so
thing
much
to
fun.
Yes, it's Thursday.
Anyway, okay, well, let's check out.
Next week things will feel a bit normal.
Let's
We
check
have
out the next
my
one, which
for
I
at least
believe
around
is
here. My children
one of your
have school
favorites.
starting up
It
next
is,
week.
yeah, I have spent a
So
lot
then
of time.
I don't
with
have
the
to worry
carbon
about that
roller
during
here.
the
And
day,
actually, while
which
we're
is
here,
going
I
to
just
lead
wanna
to
show off
me
one more kind of
being
quality
in my
of life
regular content
improvement
progression,
here. You
which
can
is going to be
sort
nice.
the weapons.
Get out
by
my Prime
class.
5 a lot
You've got
sooner,
that up here,
starting
which is
next week.
So good. I love that they added that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up here. So new territory.
What's up,
here.
Blue Moon?
So
Thank you
this
for
is the
using your member
carbon
chat. I
roller. This
appreciate
is a
you, man.
weapon in the roller class, and the way this class works is you've got an ink roller here, and if you press the attack button, it does kind of a horizontal splash like that. It's pretty short range, but it's pretty powerful as well. And if you hold it down,
Yeah,
then you
they're
can run around with it
focusing on.
ground,
I mean,
and
there's a couple
Low
things
people
that's
out.
nice to see and seeing some raw
And this
gameplay.
particular one,
One,
with
the
most
game looks
roller
really,
weapons,
really
that's
good,
gonna be
right?
a
Like
one-
we're
one
watching
hit
this as a
splat if
1080p
you've got it
stream
rolling
right
around on
now,
the ground.
and it looks really good.
But this one
So
trades a little bit
visually,
power
it
for
definitely
greater
is an
mobility,
upgrade
which
over
I love,
Splatoon
'cause
2.
For
Even
me,
the
my
ink,
play style
it's
really
just
like
visually an
getting up
upgrade.
in people's faces.
But we're not
smashing
seeing
them.
anything that we couldn't have just
Look at 'em go.
basically saw
People's faces,
in
that's just game
Splatoon 2
Ability
right
too,
now, because
this one
they're just
actually
showing
comes
off
with the zip
basic
caster, which
gameplay
that's
elements. I mean, they showed a
Yeah.
few of the
And
new
one more
gameplay, you know, where
point on
they
the
you now get
roller
the side
class. So
dodge
you
with
also
the
have
with the
this if
squid
you
jump,
and
and then
attack,
you could obviously do the
then you
squid
do
jump in
kind
the air.
of a
But we already
vertical
knew
landing
that
that
stuff
gives you a
because they
little bit more
showed it in
range.
trailers.
But it's a narrower
So, like, this
spread of ink. So
gameplay
you gotta
showcase
have to be a
isn't
little
giving
more
us
accurate with
anything.
it. But yeah, so let's check out the Zipcaster here, which is a brand new special for
Okay.
Splatoon 3. And I'm really excited about
The
this one
Zipcaster.
as somebody who spends a lot of time with a roller, which is short range and, you know, kind of get pinned down by people with longer range weapons a lot.
All right, let me see this.
So let's
What's this do?
imagine maybe up on that tower there's somebody with a long range weapon kind of pinning me down back here. What the Zipcaster is going to do is going to let me zip around, cling to walls,
Yeah, okay, now that's cool.
and it's going to let me
See,
come
we
up
haven't
right
seen
on
that
this
in full
person
effect yet.
right there.
So that was cool. No, that was cool at least see
And
that
you do have
move.
to be careful when you use it though, because
Finally something different.
You might have seen there's a little marker, and when it ends, it sends you back to the place you started. So if you don't take care of business with it, and people see where you're going to land, they're going to come right there and be waiting for you.
Spot you.
Yeah, you'll land and be like, oh, that was not what I was expecting.
Interesting.
And the sub weapon for this one as well, which you can see here, is another one coming back from Splatoon 2 is the Auto Bomb.
The Auto
And that
Bomb.
one, you can kind of see the little ring shoots out when it lands.
So, yeah,
it's going to detect the nearest enemy, walk over to it, and
I
explode.
will say this makes me miss
so
Treehouse at
I mean,
E3
in the best possible
because,
way. You're the one
like, what would
throwing
happen
it.
if they did this at a
It's
Treehouse
Alright,
at
so let's show this
E3?
off in,
They would show this like at the
first
very
stage
beginning,
one.
right? They would do this, and then they would come back
Let's
to
go ahead and cut away
Splatoon
to
3
that, and
on
we're
like
gonna
day
go
2,
to
and then on day 2 they would do
our
a
first
much
stage.
deeper dive. Now, remember what they did for Breath of the Wild? Like they
We
would
got the
show off what we
Splatoon
can, what
3
the demo the
Splatfest
first
World
time, the
Premiere
same
coming
demo
up
everyone's
this
playing,
weekend.
and then they would come
So we
back
wanted
the
to
next
take a
day and
look
you would see
at
something
some
that you
of
haven't
the
seen before.
stages that will be in the
And when you
rotation.
have just a
And if you've
singular
never heard of
short,
Splatfest before,
like a
it's-
singular
it's a
short
mode where you play
treehouse
turf
like
war
this,
and tricolor turf
it
war.
doesn't give them
But
the
first, you
opportunity to
actually get
explore
vote
more of the
on
game.
3 different,
So they're stuck
choices,
just doing like, hey,
depending
here's some
if, in
beginner
this
stuff.
case, you want to be rock,
And we don't
paper,
get
or
to see anything
scissors.
advanced because
go for
there
scissors.
isn't
No, wait,
any
I'm
more.
paper.
There's
No,
not another
I'm
treehouse happening
scissors.
later.
We've
We always
had this.
So that's one thing I miss about the
I'm
E3 treehouses because
every
there's
time.
3 days of
I'm
it.
scissors.
No, but that's
So you eventually would get into new stuff.
We're gonna be on the same team. I guess that
That's
could be
great,
fun too.
but-
That can be fun.
Wait,
But
are
I
they
don't
actually
get
doing real
spotted
multi-
by
wait,
you.
what are they
I
doing
spot
right now?
With you, so I
That's
guess
Why is
actually
there a
really good
timer?
point too. I'm glad you brought that up, Taryn, too. It's just
What's
for
this?
those who don't know at home. You
Why is there a
definitely wanna vote for the
59-minute
same
timer,
thing
an hour
if you be on the
timer?
same team.
What's going
Just
on?
a little pro
Good
tip.
point.
All right, so here
Right.
we are in Scorch Gorge. So take it away, Dutch.
Yeah, so it's kind of, I'm really looking forward to this weekend because this is kind of eerie right here. It's like there's nobody here. This is deserted. I'm excited to see some people get in here and play around. So this is kind of keeping in the theme with Splatoon 3, which is chaos, right? So we've got this kind of gritty, rusted
No,
out,
it's just exploring.
worn down, rugged
Okay.
terrain here, and a couple of jellyfish up there taking
casual
photos, I guess.
jellies, just
Yeah,
on
so
the
it's this
rocks.
Kind of a canyon.
That feels like a desert.
Oh, this must be that mode where you can like
And
explore
I'll go ahead
maps.
and open up the turf map here so we can see
Yeah,
the
yeah. This is
layout
that
of
mode where you
the-
can
of
explore the
stage.
maps. Okay.
And so I'm thinking that for this particular stage, it's all going to be about this middle tower here. Because that controls the access to each side. So that's the only way you're going to get into.
I will be right back,
So
guys.
come
My
up
dog's
here.
sitting here
Yeah,
whining. I think he has to go to the bathroom.
Sorry.
But I'm going to take the stream with me, and I'll still be in the chat.
It's
So.
all about, I think, defending this middle and keeping it controlled.
Right. So if you want to get into the other base, you're going to have to come up here and go along this catwalk, which leaves you kind of exposed from below. If you go into squid form, you see you drop right through it.
Yes. So there we go. Yeah.
And then once you're over here, then you can get back this way and cause trouble.
But now that you have the zip caster, though.
Yeah. So for, I think the zip caster is going to be great for maybe taking control of that middle area. So you can see, imagine somebody's controlling that and dominating you from the center post there. So what are we going to do? Let's get the zip caster here and fly right over here. Come up this way. Boom. Bam.
It attaches to surfaces that you wouldn't normally be able to ink, correct? Did we already
Correct.
mention that?
That's a great
It's
point,
so
yeah.
powerful.
It's really, really great. It's all about kind of moving in a triangle momentum. Momentum. What was that word? called?
Triangle movement.
And that
With
combination of
momentum.
the
There we
good
go.
range and being able to stick to every surface really lets you kind of zip around the stage and get behind enemy lines.
Imagine being unpleasantly surprised by thinking you're safe in one area,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
some Dutch comes winging in with his carbon roller and zip caster.
And of course, there are many other special weapons that you'll get using, depending on the weapons that you have. But
Yeah.
the
Well,
zip
let's
caster
hop
is
back
very
and
nice.
take a look at a couple other sets here. So
Yeah,
let's
so
look at
cut back to
Scorch
it.
Gorge, which is going to be in the rotation this weekend. And let's hop back in.
Okay. So time to show off something a little different.
Yeah, so you're taking a look at a shooter class weapon, the Splash-O-Matic. That was the first one we saw. And we saw the carbon roller in the roller class. Let's take another look at
Splat Charge.
the Splat Charge.
Demetrius's favorite, right? Just kidding.
I really like this weapon. I think it's great fun. I'm just not the best at it.
So this is your classic long-range kind of sniper-style weapon. You can see the range on this one compared to the other ones.
That charge up is so satisfying.
Yeah, and that sound that it makes. So this is what it sounds like normally if you're missing, but
If you're missing, I feel targeted by that comment.
It's cool though. I always appreciate seeing someone on my team using this weapon, and I'm always just in awe.
and when you get a good charger on your team, it's like a relief because this is really for like the crafty, skilled, patient, backline style player.
People
wants
who
to,
can
like-
hang out in the back and just take people down, help defend.
What's the sub and special for this
Yeah,
one?
so the sub for this one is the Splat Bomb, which kind of this pyramid-shaped one. You throw it out, and after it settles on the ground for like a second, it'll explode. And then, let's go back to the copy machine, and I can show off the special here. So this is another special that's brand new for Splatoon 3.
This is so good. This is probably my
Copy machine.
personal favorite.
Over the crab tank?
The crab
Really?
tank is great, but this is so good. I think it's gonna catch a lot of people off guard with
That's
the amount of ink you can use if you use it correctly.
All right, so this is the ink vac, and what it's going to do is basically suck up any ink that's being fired at me, and then I can shoot it back, and it'll create a big explosion. So this is sucking up all the ink that the copy machine is shooting. I'm going to launch it back that way.
Boom!
You can see the range on that too.
It's so good.
Like the range, I shot that from like back here. It goes all the way, basically all the way across the test range here. Let's try that one more
I
time.
was like, maybe we should show that without powering it up, just to kind of give people an idea of what it's like. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, looks good. Yeah. Yeah.
And did we explain, just in case somebody knows, what Dutch is doing right now is he's actually inking the ground, so he's building up his special meter that you see on the top right-hand screen.
Exactly.
So just for those who are new or wondering, why is he doing that?
You're just randomly firing on the ground.
Name of the game is
as long as I'm standing, as long as I'm standing in front.
Yeah,
I'm
just
sucking up all that
abandoning
ink.
you guys because I had to
So
take
I'm
my
not,
dog
you know,
outside
I'm
to
not
the
getting
bathroom.
damaged
Come on,
by it.
man.
It's kind of absorbing it. But if you keep getting hit after it's full, that will take you out. So you have to be careful in timing it. So
Don't let the coffee machine splat you. I'm not sure.
He was going to do it.
It's looking a little bit dicey there for a second.
another thing that's back from Splatoon 2 is storing your charge, and then you can swim in the ink for a couple seconds before popping back out and releasing that entire charge shot.
Oh, yeah. I always forget about that. So, yeah, you're charging it, and then you swim, and then you recover. Okay. Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we show off and go to the second stage we wanted to show, which is Eel Tail Alley. So why don't we
Do it.
cut away from this, and we'll show that off.
Wait, so Dutch, what team were you then? Since we're
yeah.
both Team Scissors.
I'm Team Rock.
Oh, you are still
Yeah,
Team
don't
Rock.
overthink it.
I like that. Don't overthink it. I'm Team Rock.
I feel like you two were fighting over paper initially, and so now you've just completely changed sides, Demetrius.
I mean, I'm a fan of big man. So.
That's fair, yes. No, it's not really a choice of scissors, it's big man.
And that's probably why I can't help it.
Big man.
Blame you.
Okay, so we're going into Eel Tail Alley. And this is a different type of stage. You know, we just saw kind of that rugged desert that Dutch was pointing out, but this
Like
is
a
more
city.
like a cityscape feel to it.
Yeah, right off the bat, it's definitely a different feel. Let's take a look around here.
Actually, one thing we should point out too, we haven't mentioned yet, was you just spawning right there, and that was one of the new features as well.
Exactly, yeah. So you spawn actually from the air, and you can choose your landing spot as opposed to always spawning in the same spot. That really makes it a little more dynamic. You know, maybe you're getting pinned down in your base. But you
No,
can actually
that gets
choose
rid of,
where to
spawn
land
camping.
So that you can kind of, you know,
It's an interesting way to deal with spawn
from a
camping.
different angle.
It's one of the 3 new techniques, with the other one being Squid Surge and Squid Roll.
And squid spawn. I'm seeing a pattern with these names, perhaps. I don't want to be
great
too
names.
obvious about it, but
Let's take a look at the turf map here. We see this is Eel Tail Alley, and it really does look like an alley. You know, it's kind of long and narrow,
and like an eel.
like an eel.
Oh.
Why am I getting hungry?
What? Sushi later?
Yeah, it sounds good.
So if I'm playing a charger on this map, I think it's going to be all about this catwalk up here. I think this is where I'm going to be living. And that's because I can get, you know, the high ground, kind of control this area down here as the other team comes up the middle. Maybe if I want to get really aggressive, I might come all the way up to this front area and be looking down here, clear out the pigeons.
Oh, Dutch, why every time, Dutch?
Poor pigeon.
Pigeon never did anything to you.
Yeah, this spot right here gives me access. You know, I got a clear shot
It's you.
at all these areas where the other team might come out.
I think there will be a lot of fighting below too as well, and I
Exactly.
feel like the ink vac will be really great because you'll be able to kind of push the line, push the advance of your team using that special.
Exactly, yeah. You drop down here, soak up all the ink that everybody's shooting at you. It takes a while to charge when there's no ink.
I was gonna say, hopefully,
Just a little
the
while.
explosion's a bit smaller too.
This is why I'm so excited for this weekend, though, because, you know, like, we've been messing around with this game a little bit, but I'm really excited to get in there with other people and, you know, try out all my moves.
Just
that
play
look
nicely with
really
them,
sweet
Dutch.
when there's nobody against me. But
If you see the name Dutch on the opposing team, be afraid, or amazed, or impressed. All of the above are the correct responses.
All right, so you got a chance to see the Splat Charger and Eel Tail Alley. Let's go ahead and move back to the lobby because we have one more thing to show. So we're going to cut to that. Give us one
Only the
sec.
best thing to show.
I can't wait. I think this is going to be it's just such a cool feature. And what we're talking about is we're going to actually show you in 1 second the lockers. And lockers are just something I think a lot of people are wanting, this customization option of showing off, your own unique style, which the Splatoon series has always had. So just being able to, expand on that, I think is wonderful.
Exactly. And this is, it's all connected to this physical space in the lobby here. So
Dutch, quit delaying. We want lockers now.
All right, so
Although we
my
know what's
locker.
going to happen to
I know.
Pretty basic.
Maybe he'll be
prepared-
good this time.
So with these these are your personal lockers, and what you can do is you can actually add your weapons and even some items that you get from Hotlantis. That's one of the new stores in this game. It's really cool. On top of that, there Dutch goes.
Here it is again.
Just organizing.
We can't
man, I
ever
never
go
wanna
without
see your
it.
closet at home.
Remember how perfect this was when we first showed
It was in perfect harmony, which is also
Also the name.
President. Wow. Now you can put the cups upside down.
Yes.
or-
The dust gets in it and stuff, so I don't.
I mean,
Also, one thing to note is you have stickers. You can actually even change the color of your locker. There's a lot of stuff to add, which is going to be really, really, really cool. One other thing too to point out. Oh, look! What are you doing?
Dutch. Dutch. And you can see other people's lockers. So if you see one that looks something like this in your travels,
At this point, Dutch
Hey,
was
Dale,
born
this
for
way.
chaos.
it might be Dutch's.
He was born for chaos. He loves chaos.
Oh man!
He was
All right, so
born
there's one other
into
thing too we
chaos.
want to quickly
and
show
from
is the
it.
Splash Tags, which is another really cool feature that is also new to the game. All right, put that mess away.
You've done enough.
So on the left-hand side of the screen, as you'll see, it says Splat Landy Youth Player 1. This is actually the Splat Tags, where you can
What's up,
normally
Mike?
have your name, and you can have different banners, badges, and titles. You obviously wouldn't just be Player 1. We just use
I
that
mean,
here
could
for
be
reference.
if you
It
want.
could be if you want to.
That's you.
Yeah.
You are You are number one, player one.
You're not wrong. But there's a lot of cool stuff. And one thing to note, too, is with the lockers and even the splash tags, that there will be some season catalogs that come. So expect to have
Season
new
catalogs.
items, to be able to put into your locker, new splash
Yeah.
tag stuff, and even some new weapons. So really cool stuff. Or additional weapons, I should say. So really, really cool stuff coming as well. All right, so with that, we took a look at the lockers and the splash tag. I have one more thing I wanted to show, and I got it down here,
Splatoon
so
3
just give me
OLED?
a moment.
Splatoon 3
Yep,
OLED?
'cause I don't wanna
Yeah.
go.
Hey.
And that is
Good luck
the
fighting for it
special
tomorrow,
edition
guys. It's
Splatoon
gonna be
3
chaos.
Nintendo Switch
It's going to be wild. People are going to be
Super
fighting for
cool.
this model tomorrow.
It's actually out in stores August 26th, so about now you could go check it out. But we just
No,
want to show it
tomorrow.
off, and let me actually
Tomorrow.
this
It's
out
going to be
here
all out war to get
and
this
show you
thing.
what the actual system looks
All
like
out war.
too,
There was
outside
no
of its dock.
pre-orders in the
It's got
US.
this super cool.
It's just going to be
design here.
all out war.
Move a little back and forth so you can
I really hope they're
see
in
that
stores.
Cool little design shimmering across.
Did I get paid yet?
And then one more thing I have
Did
here.
I get paid yet?
Pick this one up. This is the Splatoon 3
See if
Pro
I got paid
controller
yet.
as well.
I got to
Now,
pick
this
one. I need one.
Comes out
I need one in my
September
life.
9th, so it's out on launch day, but we just wanted to show you how cool
I
that
don't get
looks
paid
with
till
the
next
two
week.
different
I'm
colors
pretty sure. so.
and the cool design on it.
But I keep thinking, did I get paid yet?
I'm going to end up buying one, and I won't regret it at all.
Oh, these are super cool. Okay, so with that
No, I
being
did
said, that is it for Splatoon 3
Dang.
today.
Well, I tried.
One more time, just to remind everybody at home that Splatoon 3 Splatfest World Premiere is going to be out
Yeah,
in
keep wondering if
eShops
they're going to
now.
have it in store.
So don't go anywhere. We got some Harvestella up next.
Basically, I want to pick one up so I can give it away. That's really the reason I want to get one, to give it away. I want to give it away. Yeah. We will be right back. It would be chaos. Harvestella up next by Square Enix. Need to stop giving everything away. Nah, man. Why wouldn't I give stuff away? I mean, look, I already have a Switch OLED. See?
The Split
I don't
Tags
need another one,
enter the Splat
even though it
Bomb
looks cool.
Invitational
I don't need another one.
2022 tournament. This event will take place on September 5th at PAX West.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird that they only ever color the grips. They don't color the shell. I mean, every now and then you'll get like a design on the shell, but yeah, it would have been cool if they would have just colored the whole controller.
Follow the official Nintendo versus
Come sail
Twitter
away.
account for updates.
Come sail away. Come sail away with me. Love that song. I haven't heard that song in a long time. Used to play that song in band a lot. Why we were doing Come Sail Away in band, I have no idea.
Hi, and welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse.
Welcome back.
My name is Kay, and I'm here with Andrew and Amber.
How are you doing,
and we're going
Kay?
to be taking a look at Harvestella. Andrew, what have we got for people today?
So today we're going to be taking
Can
a
I
look
get
at
the
Chapter
full
2 of
shot? I want to see
Harvestella,
the
coming
art
to
piece in
Nintendo
the back
Switch
behind you
as a
guys. I
Nintendo
want the
Switch,
full screen.
Console exclusive on November
Shot.
4th. And before we jump into Chapter 2, we're actually going to show a quick video highlighting some of the story elements from Chapter 1 to get us on our way. Let's take a look at that.
Moon Factory.
So here we see our main
Styx was a
character
good
is
band.
waking up. We actually find out that they have amnesia, and I'm not sure where they are. So they're welcomed by one of the residents of the town who kind of explains the situation to them. And then we're introduced to a sea light for the first time. And all of a sudden, the people in the town are gathering because, oh no, a giant crystal element is falling towards the Earth,
Oh no,
the planet.
it's pretty dangerous.
You mean a meteorite?
Oh boy,
So what do we do when there's a crashed crystal? We investigate it.
of course.
And then while we're investigating it, we actually find someone that we bring back to our home, the mysterious person.
Come slide away.
And
Come slide away.
you know, start
Slide
talking about where they
away
could be from, and then eventually they run off.
Amnesia, how original, right? A lot of games
Which
have that.
leads us to the person who greeted us with our amnesia are actually showing us the
Kay,
importance of harvesting
is
and,
she
and farming and how
Morbius?
that actually plays into the story, which we'll talk a
Thank you
little
so
bit
much,
more
Taker
as we're going
610.
to Chapter 2.
I have no idea.
And
It
they
was very
show
kind
us
of them to give you a farm so you could have some goals to work
Okay,
toward
so
and
you got a
try to
little bit of
remember
this.
Who you are.
right?
Okay. Between zone feeling.
So then we're introduced to the canyon, which is just north of our home, and we meet Dianthus.
Dianthus.
After speaking with Dianthus, we find out that we actually have kind of similar goals, and they join our party. So we'll be able to play alongside Dianthus in Chapter 2.
Nice.
Great, that brings us up to speed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna actually jump into some gameplay.
Yeah, and I'm here. I just started in my house. I just woke up and I'm about to go farm some crops that I planted the previous day. So let's go check those out and see how they're doing.
Your farm is so cute,
Oh,
Amber.
Thank you so much. So I planted some of these dressed lettuce and it looks like they're ready to harvest. So I'm going to pick all of these.
Let's go. Splatoon 3 weeks
There we go. And then I
away.
also have some carob seeds. So I'm going to plant
It is. It's
some
real
more
close. Thank you so much,
seeds,
Logan
too,
LeBlanc,
so
for
they're
using
gonna
your
be
member
ready
chat.
for the next day.
And we're at what,
Once
40
I
likes?
harvest
I don't
all
actually. I
of
don't even know
these
if it's up to date.
crops and-
On mobile, I don't know if
Oh,
it
not
if it
harvest, sorry,
updates
once
live.
I planted all these, I'm gonna water them.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love the
Oh, it
use of
does.
my
rock
gosh.
and
Can we
41.
Take a look at this though, like
Yeah, I appreciate it. People drop
look
likes.
at how cute this like watering wand is.
Oh,
that you're
it's
using.
Share the
so
stream with your
cute
friends
and
or family or
very
whatever.
Convenient.
Very
Of
high
fast,
fantasy.
Very fast.
Do our best
too.
around here to
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
damn
very
good time.
Efficient.
Isn't
I'm
that
loving
right,
it.
everybody?
I also love the name of the
Let's
crops. We
grow
had,
some
carrots.
plants.
I had some carrots, yeah, and I have some stellar wheat seeds over here as well. All these crops take a little bit of different time. I believe my carrots will only take 1 day, so I should be able to pick them tomorrow and
I don't know
put
who
them
Gabby
in
Hanna
this,
is, and it doesn't
chest
sound like
here,
I
or
would
my
care.
shipping box. And
It's a
at
TikToker.
the end of the day, I'll actually make money from
2
the things
weeks
that I
until
put
the
in this chest.
NFL.
So
Yeah, was
great
it last
perks
week of
of farming,
preseason this
But
week, and
it's
then
also
week
important
off?
to
and-
note that obviously making money off
Week
of
one
the crops
begins.
is important because it allows you to purchase things in the shops and the stores, but you can also use some of the vegetables that you harvest and the fruit to cook.
Exactly, exactly. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back up to the canyon up here and go explore a little bit more with Dianthus, try to find my friend, but I can also go and defeat monsters to get seeds. So this is going to help me more with my farming, making sure that I'm still making lots of money too, so I can live this fantastic farming lifestyle that I need.
Yeah, so as Amber said, our main goal right now is to go deeper into the canyon and find our friend who we're looking for with Dianthus. But as you'll see on the screen, time is a very important part of this game. And so when you start in the morning, it's about 6 a.m. And every day you have your main goals to go forward to. But it's a really good idea to start by harvesting your crops, planting things, so that at the end of the day you can go back and see it, and then continue to level up and get money as you progress through the game.
Looks similar to Rune Factory.
Already.
Yeah, so like Harvestella, Rune Factory, Harvest Moon, they're all kind of like the same style of game.
Health and stamina, which you can see in the bottom left side of the screen. The little yellow bar on the bottom is your stamina bar, and as you perform actions like farming and
or even
attacking or even running.
Remember, this is Switch exclusive.
That uses up some of your stamina.
At least at launch.
Now, you have next to that also you have your little stomach
So this is an exclusive game on Switch.
We mentioned earlier cooking. You can make meals for yourself to restore health and stamina and to fill up that stomach meter. And as long as you have food in your stomach, your stamina will regenerate automatically.
And as Amber continues through this area, we're seeing that the map on the top right actually finds the new areas. So everything starts off as black, but then as you explore, you see more and more.
Hey guys, I found this really beautiful waterfall, and it's pretty refreshing. I think we should take a break.
Sure.
Yeah.
We've already been adventuring. We farmed a lot this morning. Let's take a little bit of a break.
Live your best life.
I know, right? Oh, and my health and stamina have been replenished.
That's great, but it did take some time.
It did take some time, but I think it's smart to make sure that we're taking a break every now and then. All right, I'm gonna go up this hill area up here.
Can we just appreciate how pretty this place is too?
It's gorgeous, but
look at that.
I also found a broken ladder up here.
Can you fix that?
Let's go try to find something.
Not from down here.
Not from down there. I want to get up there. There was also another broken ladder.
I accidentally timed out
When I found Dianthus.
That was such an accidental timeout.
Find that one as well, so we can repair it.
That was such an accidental timeout. Dude, I literally must have mistapped it on my phone. That was not meant to be a timeout.
About Dianthus for a second. I love the hair. Her hair is so long.
And the shoes.
The shoes, though? Yeah. She's just fabulous.
Very fabulous. So we found this broken ladder. Dianthus is actually going to help me repair this ladder. So when you are repairing things, it's actually going to also take time outside of your day to repair any of these things. So making sure that you have enough time to repair them, but also get back to your house is really important. So let's see, repairing this ladder is going to take an hour.
It's early.
It's still early. We still have time.
You do have to keep an eye on the clock, though, because if you're out too late and you run out of stamina, you'll actually collapse and be sent back home.
Exactly. Oh, here's another shiny. What's this?
What is it?
A mushroom. All right.
Can you trust the mushroom that's on the ground?
I'm going to eat it.
It smells pleasant, though.
It smells pleasant.
Okay,
yeah, just
good,
brush
fine.
it off.
Sure.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
It's like
vitamins
and stuff.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You don't trust food on the ground,
stamina.
Amber.
My stamina. Okay, well, good thing I have a sandwich from my friend Cress who can help me. I'm going to eat the sandwich. It's going to help replenish my health.
Actually healed Dianthus, too.
Oh, yes, exactly. So it's a good sandwich.
That was a good sandwich.
You can see that Dianthus is doing more of those long-range attacks.
Yeah,
Probably because of the high
magic.
heels, but it's great.
Let's see what we got all around here.
I think you can also see as Amber runs around that she's picking things up off the side of the road. Not just an inedible mushroom, but things like crafting materials and other ingredients that you can use in cooking or things that you can sell along with your crops to make money.
Yeah, I think she just found some seeds, actually.
I did
And
find
sometimes some seeds, yeah.
Oh, there's so many guys here. Let's get them.
Use some of your skills, Amber.
I did. I just used one where I was spinning around. But let's see if I can. Ooh. Yeah.
Nice.
Good job.
Awesome. Oh, I got uni onion seeds. Some copper ore. Awesome. I'm getting lots of good stuff.
You are making out like a bandit.
Oh, yeah.
What's also helpful is the top right map has that orange arrow that also points you in the main objective. So it will help us find our friend that we're looking for.
Exactly.
There are a lot of interesting and important things marked on the map. You can see once you find them, the gathering points, where you can come back later and continue to find materials out in the wild.
Oh, look at that hit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Great work.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making this look easy.
Oh, let the battle commence.
Yeah, get him, Dianthus. Nice.
Okay, I love.
Good job.
I love the
Help me.
scenery, and I know you talked about it earlier, but right now it's spring, and the seasons play a really important part of the story. So what we're seeing now, as we go into summer, fall, winter, and the quietest into the season of death, that will also change what we're seeing in the colors and everything as well.
Got some hard stone. Just trying to gather as many resources as possible. I don't know what. I want to make sure I can get everything.
Oh, something
Oh,
shiny. Yeah?
shiny.
Oh, no.
Yes, shiny.
Oh no, we've lost her.
We can't eat this though, so it's good, right?
Okay, I'm going to reach into the bush and get this. What is this?
This is like the most obvious bait you've ever seen.
Ooh.
Come on.
Paul, I'm not so sure if I agree with you on that
I
take.
got him though.
Got
Like,
her
yeah,
amber.
this game looks
All right, let's
fine.
see.
I'm not seeing anything here
Wow.
that I haven't seen from
Yeah.
Got him.
multi-platform third-party games
problem.
on
Got him.
Switch.
That poor
Because you
goblin
remember, this
wanted
is
to
all like,
protect its
if you're
shiny.
looking at the gameplay, this isn't very open. It's all
All
corridor,
right, let's get these guys, these baddies.
you know, like little tiny little zones at once. There's not a
Alright.
ton of enemies at the same time that there would be in Final
Treasure chest up
Fantasy.
there.
Oh, I know.
All the
all
foliage
this
doesn't interact
more
with the
lumber,
character. You
too.
just
I'm getting
clip
so
right
many
through
things.
everything.
wait
So,
to
I
go
mean,
back
this isn't
home
any
and,
different than any other game I've
Untitled
seen on
these. Oh, and
Switch.
here's this
Oh, and there's a second bridge we're looking.
ladder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is going to consume 1 hour.
Xenoblade
Okay.
3 is a better example of what a dedicated
We're
Final
getting, the
Fantasy game
important
could
thing
do.
about these ladders is obviously, as you can
But
see, these dungeon areas
Square
are quite
doesn't
large, and it does
do
take
that
more
for
than
Switch,
one day to get
unfortunately.
through them. So
Yeah.
being able to build shortcuts with the ladders like this helps you progress farther in the dungeon without wasting as much time
Exactly.
And I
on the
think-
areas you've already explored.
And I
Yeah.
think I just saw on the map that we were getting kind of close to the next section of the canyon. So maybe since it's getting late, it might be a good idea to head back.
Yeah, and I noticed that there was a fishing spot here earlier, so I think I might stop and just fish for just a little bit.
fun.
Just a
I
little
suppose
bit.
we have time.
We have time, but and look at how peaceful it is, and we can sit here and listen to the music for a little bit too.
Reflect on the adventures from the day.
Exactly.
I hope they're.
The music in
Count all
these
of the
games
bounties. Yeah, I
is
hope
always
there
so
are
epic
fish.
compared to, like, I'm fishing and there's just
It does
epic
take
backtrack
it
to me
does take
fishing.
time.
The
Fishing
time.
can be
Sure.
quite time consuming, but you do get some good stuff from it. Again, things that you can ship for money, or sometimes things you can use in recipes to make different types of meals for yourself and your friends.
Exactly. Oh, come on, fishy, please.
I don't think they're biting today.
I don't
Amber. Might be too
know.
late
Maybe
for
we're being
them.
a little bit too noisy. and we're
Maybe I
scaring
was
them away.
being a little too noisy.
Let's give it another couple seconds
little-
and maybe head back.
Maybe.
Harvestella
Oh,
seems
there
more
you go.
complex.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Ooh.
I think Harvestella had a bigger budget. You gotta remember, Rune
I love the
Factory.
art.
Rune Factory is made by a
Seems
very
so
small
good.
team.
All the fish look really
So,
cool, and
the Rune
meals
Factory
and the character art.
Franchise doesn't have like a
And
huge
also,
budget.
This thing that I'm
So it's
using
made
right
by a
now
really
is a
tiny
return
team,
bow.
whereas
It's
Square
something that I
Enix
can
has
craft
obviously
and return
a bit more money to
immediately
throw
my
around.
farm. So if
And they
I'm
have had
further
prior
out in the
successes on
canyon
Switch
than
with
I want to
Octopath
be,
Traveler
I
and
need to
Triangle
return home
Strategy.
quick,
So
it's
they
great
have a reason
item
to
use get
invest a
back
bit
to
more
your
money
home
into a Switch
really
exclusive
quickly.
because they've already seen
I'm gonna go
success
back
on Switch when
outside
they
of
do
my
that.
farm and just
So
try
this
to
game will
get
probably have a lot more
more
complexities
crops
to
in
it
here.
Right, you did pick up some
because
seeds
it's
this year.
Square
Yeah, I
who
did.
already
Picked up
had
a lot
success
of
on Switch,
seeds.
so they believe that they can have
Depending on what you
success
plant,
again.
It might be ready tomorrow when you wake
So
up.
they're going to
Oh,
put a
yeah,
bit more
so my
budget
carrot seeds, I
into
think only
this
take
style
one
of
day,
game.
So those will be ready for
So they'll
tomorrow.
be able to outdo something like
I
Rune
can
Factory
make
5
some
because they're
honey.
well aware that Rune Factory is like the kind
I
of
think we
game
got
this is
some
going to get
uni
compared
onion
to.
seeds. We got a couple different things, so I'd like to plant those just to make sure that we have a good variety of stuff. So let's
Here they are.
let's plant these uni onion seeds. I'm gonna plant them right in the middle. Why not?
Chaos.
Chaos. And then we're gonna surround them with some duress lettuce. Cause you know what? Why not? And
Because you
then
like
we're gonna
chaos.
Bring out our handy dandy watering tool.
I love this watering tool. It's
I
so
know. I
cool.
can't get over it. It's so good.
I'm just admiring how
What's
nice
so
the
good about
music
it?
is
It
now
looks
that
like a
it's
fishing
nighttime.
rod
So
spewing water.
Look at how beautiful our farm is.
How?
It's the aesthetic of this game.
Oh,
Oh
so
man, our
pretty.
farm
Every
our
hour.
farm is so beautiful. Look
Let
at
me
all
just
of our
dump all this
flat
stuff
texture
into,
plants.
Into the shipping
I know they're
box.
gonna
We got
grow,
that
but it
crystal
was
and
what a
looks like
weird
it's gonna bring me
comment
a
to
lot
make
of
at that
money
time.
and shit,
Look
so
how
let's send
beautiful
that
our
out.
flat textured dirt
Maybe
is.
some of these berries.
That was just the
and
wrong comment at the
oh, yeah,
wrong
let's
time.
Ship that fur. All right. And then open up our storage box.
Man, our
and store
flat
some of this stuff,
textured
'cause I don't
dirt is
think I'll
so
need it
good
for a
looking.
while.
Yeah, just like box and
Harvestella is brand new. Yes, it's a new IP.
All right, just get out of my inventory. All right,
It's fine. I'm not mad that the dirt's flat textures. It's fine. Like the plants are gonna grow. But it was just a weird comment.
Probably a good idea.
Look how beautiful our farm is. I'm seeing flat texture dirt.
Because I know how late
So
you like to
gorgeous.
be exploring.
So gorgeous.
How late I like to be up fishing. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what really happened.
And it is good to note also that when you're crafting at home, it also takes time.
Just a little bit of time. Yeah.
Well,
so-
depending on what you make. Too.
Yeah, could take longer too. Awesome! Yay! My return bell.
So pretty.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Amber, it's almost 9 o'clock.
it's almost 9 o'clock.
Bedtime.
Time for
Taker
bed.
610, another couple
All right,
bucks. Thank you so
well,
much,
let's
buddy. He
just
says,
take
I'm
our
predicting
time.
Your house
Wednesday,
is really
September
I
7th for a
know,
general
I'm
direct.
just gonna do a quick pan.
I think it's going to
Look
happen
how
the week
cute
after
and
that.
homey this little house is. I'm so
I don't
glad
think they're
they
doing a general direct
let
before
us
Splatoon 3
stay
comes out.
here.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's
it was
happening.
a
They're going to do it
fun-
after
Here, the
Splatoon
house
3.
is
That's what I
here.
think.
Take it.
We just got a
Oh, and
Splatoon
you
3
love it.
direct
I love
plus
it.
this Treehouse.
So running
I don't
around
think they're
and
doing
beating all
any
those
sort of
bad
direct
guys
until
helped.
after
So
Splatoon
got
3.
some,
I'll be happy to be
tag
wrong.
Magic, all the
But I
good
just think
stuff.
they're going to wait till
And then
Splatoon
here's
3
our
is out.
shipments too, so we get to see how
Wow.
much money I made too.
So much money.
Wow, look at all that! Look at all that.
You know
do
what?
with all that?
This calls for a shopping
Yes,
trip.
so we can go into town.
Let's honor the
after I
real villains from the
harvest
NFLC and the referees
of
and
course,
they're blind.
water
Nah.
some of my plants.
I'm not
Also
critical of the
morning
refs like a lot
chores.
of
My
you
morning
guys.
chores, exactly.
Too many
Then I'll
NFL
go
fans,
back
I think,
into
just like
or
to
I'll go
cop out and
into
blame
the
refs for everything, and I
village,
think
then
it's
we can go
ridiculous.
look around there and
Can't control the
get
refs.
on a
You
shopping
control what
spree.
you do
Yeah,
on the field.
Let's do it.
Refs
As long
don't
as we
decide
just
the
go
games
back and make
players
sure we
do.
find our friend in the game.
Don't be stupid. Refs are going to do what they do.
But for
It's
shopping.
up to the players to execute.
Well, and you can find a bunch of interesting things.
I don't
to
blame. I'm
shop.
not one of those
You know,
NFL fans that
obviously
blames
things for
refs.
your farm, more seeds, but they also have some equipment that you can use for.
I think
adventuring
if
as
you
well, so-
simplify losing games
Oh,
to
yay,
referees
my
and getting
carob
mad
seeds
at
are already-
referees,
Awesome.
then
Look
you're
at all these
deflecting
ready
blame
back
from the
there,
fact
too.
that your
Those are
team
so
didn't
cute. They
perform.
look like little bunnies.
But they do
Sweet.
look like little
They
bunnies.
look tasty.
Oh, and looks like my wheat is also ready as well. Oh, wow. I have so much stuff.
The carrots are great too because they grow quickly. They sell for
quite a
decent
bit.
amount.
Yeah.
But they also give you a little bit of health and a little
Those are
bit
still
of
flat
they
2D
fill your
textures.
food meter a little bit if you're eating them as a
That's
snack
okay.
while you're out on the road. Got a lot of uses. They're ingredients in a couple different recipes.
I think I have some more wheat seeds, so let's replant these just to make sure that I still have some stuff growing. Got to maintain this farm.
The nice thing, I think that the stores in town open at 8 a.m.
Yeah, so
We
I
have a
have
little bit of
enough time
time.
in the morning.
All
to
things
get my
Mario.
chores
That's
done.
an
All right.
absolutely silly take.
I think we have some time to grow some more. Yeah, let's.
You guys remember when the
some more
replacement
grass
refs are
lettuce.
in and the Packers lost on the final play of the game, and that's what led to the replacement refs getting
There we go.
booted from the NFL
It's so
and
calming.
caving to the
Yeah,
demands
the
of the
music on the
referees because
farm is
they
just
got a
really
call
great.
wrong
Nice and relaxed.
that
So
ended the
peaceful.
game as a
You
loss for
almost
the
forget
Packers, and the
the
Packers had an
imminent danger
interception
you're
in the
in.
end zone to win.
Exactly.
But
all right,
they
so
said it
let's drop
was
these off in our shipping box, and
they said
then
it
we're
was
gonna go run to the
dual
village.
possession, so the receiver
Right
caught it
there.
for a touchdown to win.
There's too much
Using
family.
When
all the
clearly the
Oh,
defender
good
went
thing I
up,
got some
grabbed the ball,
sandwiches,
brought
so
it down
I
into
think I'll
his
be
body,
fine.
and had full control.
That is
And then the
definitely a
receiver put his
playstyle.
hands on the ball as the defender hit the ground, and they called it dual possession when it was an interception by
everything,
NFL
a
rules.
sprint everywhere.
And that call blow led
So
to
this is the
those
village of
refs getting
Leafy.
replaced.
Yes.
So
And I
yeah,
love
no,
it.
that's
It's
to
so
say
beautiful,
that
so
the
pretty.
Packers
It has
always
the
get all
light
the
in the
favorable calls is a
background.
little
You can see
BS.
right there painting.
And if you want to get into
And it's really cool
more,
'cause the first time I
you know, if
introduced
you
to
want to
this
be like,
village,
oh,
there's no one
replacement
here,
refs,
and
key
I
term
won't
replacement
explain
refs.
why. You know,
How
you have to
about
play to
going
find
like
out,
this
but
when you're tackling a
it's really nice to
quarterback?
see it lively with all the different red
Where you
legends
literally
in town.
hold up and
there's
don't
also a
drive them
couple
into the
fishing
ground.
spots
Hello,
in
Clay
town.
Matthews. Every time he sacked a quarterback for the
our
last 2
general
years
store.
he was with the
Let's go in
Packers,
here and see
he
what
would
we
go
can do
like
for our
this when he hit the
shopping
quarterback and
spree.
hold up and be called
places
for
in
roughing the
there
quarterback
are,
because they was called as
Snippy,
he
where
was
you
picking
can
him up and
upgrade
driving him
weapons,
into the
and there's a
ground
place where you
when
can
he
get
wasn't doing
upgrades
that.
for
He was
your
holding
house
up.
and your
He
farm.
literally would throw his hands up as
And
he got
here's
to the
we
quarterback.
got a
He would
fireproofing
throw him up like
and
this,
a defensive
run into him with their
wall.
chest,
Stuff
and then
and
fall to
fire.
the ground, and they would
Fire.
call a penalty for
Wow.
roughing the
It takes a lot.
quarterback,
Hey,
even if the
right.
quarterback had the ball in his hand.
Did you see this
Yeah,
backpack?
no, the
over
refs
here,
haven't been kind to the
10,000?
Packers.
I
The only
know.
reason a
Rolling in
Cowboys
that.
fan is
It's a good
saying that is
backpack
because
for
of the
it.
Dez
And look, our
non-catch,
friend
which by
Tess is
rule
here
wasn't a
too.
catch at the time.
Looks like
They
she's buying
changed
some
the
stuff as
rule
well.
to make that a catch.
Kay, as you said,
But at
too,
the
there's
time,
a
it
couple
was the
other shops,
correct
too,
call,
even
whether you
a
like it or
doctor
not.
that you can go visit
The
in
rule
town,
sucked,
so there's
and
a
I
lot of other
agree the
things,
rule
too,
is
for you
shit.
to go do. But
Was
I
shit.
really want to make sure
They
my
fixed
friend's
it.
okay.
Of course,
Yeah,
their rules
don't
around
wanna
catching
waste too
footballs.
much
And
time.
Yeah, before we do that,
I don't
let's
understand the
equip this
NFL's rules on
ring.
catching.
We already have one ring
It
equipped.
shouldn't
Yeah,
be
I
that
have
big of a
one ring
debate over
equipped
what's a
with
catch and what's
simple
not a catch.
magic
It's really
swordsman
stupid.
ring, but I'm gonna
But
equip this
anyways,
defense.
even if Des caught the ball, it didn't even mean they were going to win
while I'm
anyways.
Fighting some
But,
of these baddies.
And off to go find your friend.
Yes.
It's one of those situations that the refs
Let's go.
make
As you
bad
can
calls
see,
against
she
everyone. You
travels
want to talk
on the
about a
map,
bad
the time
call?
actually moves
How would
a
you
bit
like to
quicker
be a
while
New
you're on the
Orleans
world
Saints
map. So
fan?
you have to be very careful and don't be like me and,
And
get
have your
all
wide
turned
receiver get
around and
tackled
waste half a day just trying to find where you're
While the
going
ball
next.
is in the air
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
and not get a call
Make good choices.
in a playoff game on a game-winning
Okay,
drive.
It's already 10:30. Let's
How would you like to be that team?
rush in here and try to find
Where
our
your
friend.
players literally
So you should be able to
tackle
use those ladders that you repaired
Yeah,
yesterday, right?
exactly. That's
down
what
the
I was
field.
looking for.
Not
So,
within 5 yards,
the
tackle,
first one that we repaired
and have that not be called.
right here.
Like, there's been some bad calls by refs for
Beautiful.
all the teams out there. That's why it's easy to say,
very- very
you know,
good hand-
everyone can agree not to like
Right?
NFL
Very
referees.
convenient.
I
Very
just don't
sturdy
agree in
ladder.
blaming
Ooh.
refs
These guys
for
are
the
back.
overall outcome of a game.
They don't learn.
You are almost out of stem
I just,
here.
I think it's
It's
an
running too much.
easy
Do you have any little
cop out
sandwiches left?
I do have a lot
for
of sandwiches.
fans to point their anger over losing a
There we
game
go. Well, I'm gonna eat
by
one
pointing
more.
at
Now you
refs.
can, well,
Aw, look at
and
that.
some-
And
Look
I
at
just
that.
think that's just,
That's
it's
true.
too easy of a cop out. You're too willing to
your
take
stamina
blame
would have
away from the
regenerated,
performance of
but
your
it will
team
continue to regenerate longer
by
now.
just pointing at referees.
Yeah,
I think
so
it's
once
just-
I have my when your stomach is full, help
bad.
replenish some of that a little bit quicker.
Bad. Look at your team. What could have your team done differently to
Come on,
win that
Deanthus,
game?
help me
Thanks
out
for the
here.
assist back there, Danthus.
Yeah, nice job.
That's teamwork.
Yeah.
The butt fumble. That was an hilarious play. The
Thank
butt
you,
fumble
thank
will go
you.
down in NFL
She's so
history.
good.
In the annals of
Gets
NFL
one for
history.
it.
Every
Great
NFL fan will know what the butt
yeah,
fumble
more
is.
copper ore.
Hey, Mark Sanchez, congratulations. You're going to be remembered forever.
Oh my gosh, look at all these baddies.
That's what I'm going to be remembered for, the butt fumble.
Music is
I'm waiting
so
for
beautiful,
what's
and it
that
changes
moment
whether
in
you're at
YouTube
home
history I'm
or
going to
in
be
the
remembered
village or in the middle
for?
of battle.
What's going to be
It's all
that
just so
one
different and
unforgettable,
beautiful.
stupid thing I do
Come on, Deanthus.
that no one's ever going
There
to
we
forget?
go.
What's going to be that moment for me? What's going to be the butt fumble for Nintendo Prime?
And
The
here
one
is
stupid,
our
idiotic
other
thing I
ladder
do
that we
that
went a long
everybody
way
knows
back.
about
I
and
did
talks
end
about
up
for
going a long
decades.
way. I
wanted to gather all
I wanted to
stuff.
fight some more guys.
Something's going to happen. Something absolutely. I'm going to do
Thanks for
something
the
that's stupid.
sandwiches.
I'm going to do
for
something
it.
really stupid, and I don't know what it's going to be.
Just a
Something.
little extra-
Something's going to happen.
little fighting over here.
I know me. I'm going to
Ooh,
have
look
one
at
of
all
those
these
moments.
Berries
Oh,
and meat.
cool berry.
That's a cool berry.
Better than an uncool berry.
Uh-oh, feeling something unusual ahead. Let's go. I hope we can find our friend.
Rugby is inherently a much more violent sport than American football, yes.
Ooh, music.
Isn't it beautiful?
I
What's
love
that?
it.
That structure, I know. So, Deanthus and I are going to be wandering around, and we noticed some of these structures that.
Other than
a
the
little
ice
bit
down
out
the
of
pan. I'm not even the
bounds.
first person on YouTube to
Exactly.
do that,
So-
so that's not even a
and they
unique
shouldn't
thing.
exist here. But
Unique to
All
here.
the big mystery.
a big
Who is
mystery,
this?
but another mystery.
Burrito slap. But see, the burrito slap.
Speaking
Here's the
of
thing: the
Treehouse,
burrito slap
so
is
we
not
also run
a.
into this
Oh, Nintendo Prime's known by
magnificent,
everyone because of a burrito slap. The burrito
unicorn.
slap was literally
Oh my
a
goodness.
trending thing on TikTok.
He is looking.
Everyone
for
was doing the
a
burrito slap.
princess.
So it's again,
Also
it's
looking
not a
very
unique
fly.
thing.
Oh, he
There's
looks very
nothing
fly.
inherent like the butt fumble from Mark Sanchez
Oh,
is
and
highly
he calls us
unique
an
to Mark Sanchez.
impertinent
Like
buffoon,
there's
you know,
none of
just-
these things you guys are mentioning are
very
hey,
friendly, a very friendly guy.
that is
No.
something that only Nintendo Prime was ever stupid enough
Yes,
to do.
so he's this corned
No.
creature. He's looking
All
for a
those things are
princess.
things
We're
other
also
people were
looking for
doing.
someone, but he thinks we're
Yes,
hiding
I'm
the
that
princess
unoriginal. I
from
steal the
him.
ideas from other people.
Or perhaps hunting the princess.
Or maybe trying to find her, but we're not hiding her. But there's no
We have
there's
no idea.
convincing him
Yeah.
that we are not hiding his princess. And we're also searching for a girl. He just doesn't want to listen to us at all.
A giant unicorn horn is the
I
thing he's
know.
hearing.
Yeah, he wants to know. He's not going to take any of
This
this.
game's
so
putting you to sleep. I mean,
witness
this
me.
game's like Rune
So-
Factory. It's
He
generally
wants to
generally
fight me.
even
Oh, no.
combat wise and everything.
Well, good
This
luck.
is more of a
Thank you.
relaxing
I've
kind
never
of
fought a
game.
unicorn.
You know, it's got a little bit of intensity with the combat and the exploration,
Come on,
but for
Deanthus,
the
let's
most
go.
part, it's a kind of
Check that
relaxing
thing. I
kind of
ate those
game.
sandwiches
So it
earlier,
putting
so
you
my
to sleep is
stamina's all
totally
good.
understandable. If it's
Health
not
is
your kind of
kinda
game, it's what it's
shaky,
going to do to
but-
you,
oh,
right?
I think
Because
I'll be
it's
fine. I got it.
it's a bit more of a relaxing gaming experience. Which
Oh my
there's
goodness.
totally
Oh my
nothing
gosh.
wrong.
Check
When you
Deanthus.
play video games, people like different
Deanthus, you got
experiences. They don't
no.
always
Oh,
want
watch
things
out.
to be
Watch
super
out, watch out.
intense all the time.
Okay.
Some people
Okay,
just
okay.
want to
All right.
relax.
You're hanging in
And
there.
playing a relaxing experience like this can be right up their alley.
Gonna wait for those.
You know, just enough action
I know, I want my power.
and then some relaxing times. Yulia, as an example, likes playing Animal Crossing just for fish. She just likes fishing.
Oh, no.
And she'll fish for hours because it's relaxing.
Your skill's ready.
All right, let's go.
Then when she wants to let out some
Oh,
anger, she
keep going, you
turns on
away.
Fire Emblem Warriors and
All
Oh,
right.
there you go.
kills
I
everything.
was trying to do the
That was a
finishing move
close
on him,
one.
but that was a little close
That
for
was a little
comfort.
closer than I thought it would be.
Don't worry, he lost all of his health, right?
Yeah, we beat him. And he's impressed.
Famous last words. Witness me.
And
Oh,
look
dang it,
at
my
this
chat.
beautiful guy.
My chat
Oh, no.
goes.
Oh
And he
no, I spoke
replenishes
too
his
soon.
health.
Sorry.
Well,
I didn't mean to
still
close
have
my
sandwiches
chat.
left, right?
I know. I have a
Maybe?
few sandwiches. Yeah, so I'm trembling in his presence. So he still wants to know where his princess is, but I think if we take some more time to explain to him exactly what's going on, who we are
You
looking
get no for
that
for
he will-
unboxing of a master sword, and then I
understand.
drop it and it cuts my thumb
Maybe you
off.
can
Oh
clear
my
up
god.
this
Yeah, that would be something
Let's
only I
see.
would do. Like,
doesn't
and it would be
seem
by total
willing to
accident. You can't
listen.
plan for it.
No. And also, the princess and our friend have different names. So I think that's number one for us to.
Obviously, you're different people.
They're not the same person.
Yeah.
But let's see if he'll come with us. I think he'd be a good party member. You know, I'd like some healing.
I think he's a little bit too stingy for that, but
Oh, maybe.
he might be able to help us out another way.
I have no problem with that.
Or maybe he'll just, be annoying.
just look pretty.
Be rude.
Be helpful somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
Maybe.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Awesome.
Nice. So let's
Well,
go
now we
deeper
got
into the
Unicorn
canyon.
with us.
Go to the
Yeah, let's go
deepest
deeper
point.
and try to find our friend.
Load
It's
zone.
only 1 o'clock, so you've
I know.
got lots of
We have
time.
lots of time.
I'm sorry, your princess is in another castle. Good day, my lord.
The music is so beautiful.
You think you have found
so
your
pretty.
destination? I'm sorry. Please
so
go
this
deeper.
right here, this is a monolite. These are actually save points and teleport points for you. So when you go and activate these, one, obviously you can save your progress here, which is great, but also you can
Her laugh
teleport
is
to
so
different
oh, dude, it's
points
so forced.
of the
Nintendo Treehouse
map.
employees
And
force
you
their
can
labs
also
in
go
like
back
every
to your farm.
treehouse.
So it's another great place to
Every treehouse live, even at E3, they
move
have
and
such
get back
forced
home when you
laughs.
need to if it's getting too late. So
Well, and it's another great
It's one
way
of those
to
that when I think
progress
they're done
farther
with the
into a
lives, that
dungeon,
everyone, that the
Exactly,
entire
exactly.
treehouse
You have to
crew
go home and sleep.
just
Another
gets together and goes out to the bar
There's
for some
so many
stiff
spots
drinks.
to go fit.
Because
I was gonna say, I'm surprised that you
after
don't
they're
use
done
this
with
as
their
my favorite
faking
fishing
laughter, faking happiness
exhibiting
thing,
great
they're just
restraint,
like,
I
guys, we need to go
am-
drink and have
I
some
am-
fun.
I'm trying.
Like we're done with this. We're done with this mess. The only way we can survive these live streams.
I'm sure Dianthus can help us fix this.
It's because you know
Good old
Deanthus can, because you've already played it.
Yeah, what's wrong this time?
She doesn't have to be happy about it, all right?
I know.
Remember
Just a
Harvestella
little,
got her
please,
groove
just
back.
a little.
But props to her for fixing that in those heels.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's
I play
making
Animal
you do
Crossing
it.
New Horizons every
Oh,
day
sorry.
since launch. It's why I bought the Nintendo Switch
Don't
3
be so
times.
quick to give her credit.
Nice.
But
You-
now we
you-
got a repair kit, but we also got a repair kit recipe.
Repair kit.
Which I'm looking forward to go make more of these
Yeah.
kits and then see what else I can go repair.
It's probably a good idea to have kits ready before you go on adventures.
Exactly,
Just
so
in
you
case.
don't get stuck.
2 or 3,
Yeah, but this one, like the ladder previously, will take an hour to repair. So we're at 2:30 p.m. That's fine. We have plenty of time still. And let's see if we can find our friend.
What is that?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
want to
different
fight it though.
Different from the other enemies we saw.
That monster. All right.
You're ready. You're just
I
jumping right in
am
there.
ready. I'm ready to jump in. Let's go. So this monster, Dianthus is letting me know, has a thicker hide, and so our melee attacks aren't going to be as useful against it. And we need to use magic.
If only we could use magic.
If only I
somehow,
could
Amber.
use magic.
Unicorn thinks that you can do it.
Yeah, so our unicorn friend is going to try to teach us here. Grumble, grumble.
Grumble,
Please.
grumble, toy
Hi,
trouble.
Please, Mr. Unicorn.
Please, Mr. Unicorn.
grumble, grumble.
You're my only hope. Mr. Unicorn, save me.
Come on, please.
Save me.
All right, very well.
Hey, Yulia, she finally woke up. How you doing, babe?
Better listen up.
Let's go.
You get enough sleep? I hope so. I was trying hard to keep the kids entertained and keep everything under control so you could get some sleep.
Fancy.
Wow.
Now you try. Go ahead, Amber.
Just like that.
I haven't been streaming that long. This is just I think it's almost over.
You can't
Started
tell
at
by watching.
11:30.
He's so
This is
funny.
a
I love
Treehouse
this. I
live
love
event.
it.
They were showing off Splatoon 3 earlier, now Harvestella.
You mustn't
I'm
bolt
pretty
at the
sure that this
first row,
ends in
Amber.
like 10 minutes.
I can do this.
So you're closing your eyes.
And then I can
now to see
actually
if
get
that
to what I
helps.
want to do. I didn't even want to stream this today. I wanted to make my video, but then I realized while I was making the video, all I was doing was watching the Treehouse live, so I might as well stream it. So I'm streaming this and then getting straight to making my video. I hope you got some good sleep, honey. You deserved it. I know the kids woke you up briefly this morning. I went out there and took care of business, laid down my fatherly love.
About this mage job class is one
You
of my
children,
favorites.
you better be quiet. You wake your mother up again, and the wrath of... I don't even know. My rage will come out. I have no idea.
Let's see what we can do against
The wrath of Bowser comes out.
All right. I want to use my magic. Yes, we can. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Yeah, let's keep moving to this. But before I get going and fighting him, I do need to select this job really quick. You can normally do this on a monolith, or you can only do this on a monolith. But just for tutorial purposes, it's allowing me to change the mage class right now. All right, so we're changing to the mage. Look at how
I love
cute we
your
look.
outfit change too.
I know, so good.
Oh my goodness. That was extremely
Nice.
effective.
Nice shot.
Extremely.
Wow.
Heck yeah. We're so strong, guys. Check that out.
Gosh. Oh, I love it.
Oh.
Magic.
So I know we have to go further into the canyon
Oh,
to find
yeah.
our friend,
Of
but
course this
it's
game
almost
has
3 o'clock,
magic.
so maybe we should call it a day for
let
now.
me
Yeah, I
show
think so
you
too,
a
because I
little
also
bit
got
of
more stuff
magic.
to go.
In the count of 1, 2, 3, 4,
plant,
5, 6,
water,
7,
Yeah.
8,
everything.
Gotta get those carrots.
And you guys have some
Alakazam,
fish.
mother.
Let's
be
I mean,
real.
I didn't want to say it, but.
Oh my
and with
god.
that, I'm actually going to use my return bell here.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my
home.
return bell. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna this. I'm gonna that. All right, guys, I can work for Treehouse now. Hire
Safe
me.
and sound back home.
Safe and sound, exactly.
Great. So we'll actually stop there for today, but before we end, we actually have
I
a special
don't
video
actually know what the kids are
from
doing at this
Goshina, who's the
exact
composer
moment.
of Harvestella.
Ollie expanded
So let's
his
take a look at
fort
that.
in the basement, so he has like this big blanket fort he built. He wants to sleep in it tonight. I told him we'll see. He's got some toys he was playing with, and their Melody was staring at the TV because I don't know why I can't get Melody to do anything but stare at TVs. Aiden was probably on his tablet. Last I saw him, he was eating pizza while watching, while doing something on his tablet. I have no idea.
But they were being quiet.
Take her 610! Give us some updated Xenoblade Chronicle 3 impressions. You're 55 hours in. My impressions can't be updated when I haven't been playing. You're 55 hours in. That puts you 40 hours more in than I am. So your impressions are more relevant than mine.
はい、皆さんこの作品は長く遊べるゲームですのでプレイしてみてください。音楽も頑張ったのでぜひそこも楽しんでみてください。よろしくお願いします。
All right, so that's all the time we have today.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It was going to be ending.
Harvestella.
Well, it's
We
actually
hope you
ending a
enjoyed
few
what
minutes
we
sooner
had
than I
to
thought it
show.
would.
The game is available for pre-order now on Nintendo eShop, and it will release on November 4th. I hope you're all looking forward to it as much as we are. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, the camera overheated. I'll fix it here in a second. I'll go fix it right now. Hold on. But yes, the camera overheated. Again, a problem. Pain in my butt. All right. I'm back. Hold on. Yeah, the camera overheated. I know. It's a pain in the butt. Camera overheated. Honey, you know the camera overheats. That's why we're getting that's one of, remember the number one reason we're getting that new camera is because this camera overheats. But besides that, obviously better autofocus, better colors, better, well, it's just better everything. But yeah, this camera overheats all the time when I'm live streaming. All the time. This isn't new. We've known this since the E3 extravaganza last year. Because, you know, we bought this camera last minute because Ollie broke my other one. So we had to get a replacement camera. So we bought this one last minute. And yeah, it's had issues with live streams ever since. Oh, and the new camera we're getting lets me do unlimited recording, which thank God I don't have to get up every 10 minutes to re-hit the record button or like redo recordings because I'm missing footage. And that's a pain in the ass just for my normal content. It'd be nice to not do that. Whoa, hey. Howdy. Anyways, so what do you guys think of the Nintendo Treehouse today? My overall thoughts, you know, the Splatoon 3 stuff, it was cool to see the game in action and see a little bit of the single player, some of the ideas behind the stages. I thought that on-rail stage looked pretty interesting. In general, they didn't really show us anything we didn't already know. So there is that. I mean, I guess getting a little bit... I will say the one weapon that we really got to know a bit more about was the bow, whatever they called that, where you get the 3 shots that can, you know, be charged in different ways and be sticky bombs and stuff. But that was kind of cool to see some of that. But outside of that, it really wasn't a lot of new stuff shown. I mean, they're like, when I heard that we're going to go into multiplayer strategies, tips, and all that stuff for this weekend, I legitimately thought they were going to play some multiplayer games. And they were going to go over strategies in-game while playing multiplayer. And they didn't do that. That's legitimately not what they did. They just showed off, okay, we have the side squid ability now. And then we got the squid high jump ability. And you know what? There's some cool things that maybe you could take advantage of in a multiplayer situation. But we're not going to actually show you that multiplayer situation. We're just going to be like, hey, this is the thing that might be handy. We don't know. It was a really weird presentation. For Splatoon 3. I feel like they just wanted to have something before the demo this weekend. They wanted to have something out there for new players before the demo. And I feel like one thing they could have did to alleviate expectations of seeing more from Splatoon 3 would have been if they had just said, hey, we're doing a Splatoon 3 segment in Nintendo Treehouse for new players. And they left it at that. If they had just said the Splatoon 3 stuff's for new players, that would have set the expectations. They didn't say that, but it clearly was just for new players. And that is something that I'm not disappointed in, but I wish they would have communicated ahead of time and let us know that, hey, set the expectations. The Splatoon 3 stuff we're showing is for new players. Because then we actually get more information, more detailed information from all the hands-on impressions. They just had all the hands-on impressions go out, yesterday? I believe, or the day before. And through those hands-on impressions from people who've been playing Splatoon this whole time, we got a lot more details and a lot more information, and a lot more feelings on how the game actually plays. And, you know, you thought you were going to get a deeper dive today, and it really wasn't that deep of a dive. Like they said, we're going to dive deep into single player. You didn't dive that deep. It was pretty surface level. You were extremely surface level. It wasn't a deep dive. So, yeah, it was definitely a for beginners Splatoon 3 showcase today. And I'm okay with that. I'm not bothered that it is. I just wish they would have set that expectation beforehand instead of being like, we're going to do a deep dive. That's not a deep dive. It's not a deep dive. I'm sorry. Unless there's hardly anything left to the single player. If there's only like a couple more stages after what we saw, then okay, I guess that was a deep dive. But then that would be a highly disappointing single player mode. So I highly doubt that was really a deep dive. And then Harvestella, you know, they did, I think, about what I expected. They showed off the core mechanics of the game. All we have seen to this point was trailers. We haven't seen any real gameplay of the game. So this was the world premiere live gameplay of Harvestella. And I think they showed off what they needed to show. They showed some combat. They showed the town, the farm town, a little bit of story details, but not a ton. And yeah, they looked like they were playing on easy mode. It looked like From what I could tell, it looked like they had it on easy mode, which, I mean, it's fine. This is not a Nintendo-developed game, so Nintendo wasn't the one doing all the QA testing on it and all that. So, you know, the Treehouse people playing the game weren't the same people that were working on the game. Like, this is just like, hey, we're just doing this featurette for Square because they want to do it, and we have an advertising partnership for this exclusive game, so we're going to do this. And so they're not very experienced with it, so they probably had it on easy mode just to make sure they didn't get him, you know, look embarrassing when they're playing the game. And get wrecked because they don't know what they're doing. So, yeah, I thought the Harvestella gameplay looked fine. I mean, if you're into Rune Factory or what's another? Maybe Story of Seasons, maybe old school Harvest Moon, not like the new stuff, but like Story of Seasons, you know, is made by the people who used to do Harvest Moon, or Rune Factory. If you're into those kind of games, Harvestella looks right up that alley. Looks like it's got a lot more complex features to it that they weren't really taken advantage of in the showcase, but at least they explained things in a way that gave off the impression that there's a lot of complexities with Harvestella for people that are into that genre of games. So I thought the Harvestella showcase was actually pretty solid, especially for a very first time we've even really seen a deep dive on the game since it was revealed. But the Splatoon 3 stuff was it was for beginners, which again, that's for my kids. That's for Yulia. That's for Eric. It's for people who don't know what they're doing. It really wasn't for me, who's played a lot of Splatoon. You know? It was cool to see a few things. There's a few things, but all you can do is imagine the possibilities, and then we get to play it on Saturday. And obviously Saturday is going to be for the people who actually care because, hey, all of us will get the deep dive and feel... Like, I think... Like, I have to play the Splatfest bare minimum because I want to do an impression video. I want to give my thoughts on Splatoon 3, and I want to go hands-on with it. I understand the Splatfest is just going to be like one aspect of the game, but still, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll probably live stream some of it and play with you guys. We'll see. I can't guarantee on the live. I can guarantee I'm playing it. I don't know how busy I'm going to be, though. And damn, did Yulia just walk in looking like $1 million? She always looks like $1 million, I swear. And you did the hair the way I like. I don't even know what's happening right now. Well, guys, I might have to go. Things are growing. Things are growing. Anyways, what's up, honey? Here, I'll mute. Yeah, he probably does want a Happy Meal. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, I think it's going to do it because I do need to work on my video. I don't want it to release at like 6 o'clock at night. I'm tired of my videos coming out late. So, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a really good time. And we'll catch you guys later, all right?